What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Leo, and I'm bringing you guys another video this week. Um, really, I don't know where I want to go with this. This game against Washington was pathetic. Like, it was one of the worst Dallas Cowboys defeats like I felt in my soul. Like, bro, I had so many terrible emotions. I was upset. I was just done, bro. I was done. Like, this was not good. This is the last game of the regular season. We're getting ready for the playoffs. We potentially could have ended up in the 1 seed, 2 seed if Philly had lost, if the 49ers had lost, all those scenarios. But bottom line was we needed to build some momentum going into the playoffs, right? Instead of that, we laid an egg. We played our worst game of the season, which is terrible because you know what's talked about all the time. To win the Super Bowl, which is the ultimate goal, you have to be rolling, getting into the playoffs. You have to be on fire, on a streak. And really, we haven't been on that. If we go back to the Houston game, right before the Houston game, we were on fire. We were wearing everybody out. Minnesota, Indianapolis. Now, Indianapolis is bad, but 33-0 in the fourth quarter. You don't see that. The Vikings are a playoff team. We beat Philly, but they had Gardner Minshew, so I'll give him a little on that. But Dak Prescott went crazy in that game. But if we go back to right about the Houston game, Houston, bottom 2 team in the league, they took us to the wire. Wasn't really a impressive performance. Then we go to Jacksonville, lose to Jacksonville in overtime, have that emotional win against Philly, the game we've been waiting on. But then after that, like Tennessee Titans with Josh Dobbs, their third string quarterback that they got off the fucking street, like close game. They took us longer than what we should have put them away. And then this game, this was bad. It seems like it's going downhill. Like it's going in the wrong direction. So I didn't even want to do a film breakdown because I just didn't want to talk about it. Defensively, we showed some good things, but offense was, oh my God. But I'm just going to let the game film roll so you guys can have something to look at. But like I said, offense was pathetic. Now, I'm going to give credit to Washington. They're a really good defense. They're at home for the last game of the season. They're going to play hard. But like I said, they're a really good defense. But this game from Dak Prescott might have been the worst I've ever seen him. Now, we had the Denver game last year, but I feel like he had a lot of drops and he couldn't really get a break. But this was just bad. You know, we're talking 14 of 37. He threw a pick six. Really should have threw a pick six on the play before he threw the pick six. And just overall, he wasn't seeing the field that well. It was just bad. It was really, really bad. He doesn't seem focused. He doesn't seem locked in. He doesn't seem like the Dak Prescott I've seen against Philadelphia. And he's our leader. We look up to him. I feel like how he performs is how the rest of the team is going to perform in a way. Now, he doesn't dictate everybody's performance, but the morale, the spirit, he's our leader. He is our leader, so we need him to be on his game. We need him to lead this team. Coming to his defense a little bit, I don't know how I feel about the receiver play. I'm not liking what I'm seeing, especially to be successful in the playoffs. Like, we have CeeDee Lamb, phenomenal year, top 10 receiver in the league. But Gallup, he's not really getting great separation as a number 2. Now, granted, he did have the ACL, so I'm not going to be so harsh on him about that because it's his first year from an ACL. Usually year 2 is when we see that whoever it is get back to the same level of performing. And he wasn't really the best route runner to begin with, so that even diminishes that trait of his, that skill even more. Noah Brown, love what he brings in the run game. Super physical. He'll block whoever you tell him to block. But him rolling out as your number 3, he's not good. He's had some drops. He's not getting separation. Dak seems to really like him a lot, but it's not putting a positive outcome on the field. Now, T.Y. Hilton is going to have to get more reps for me because he is the only guy I can look at like, okay, this guy can separate. This guy is a downfield threat. Now, he's small, but he's been small his whole career. He's been a Pro Bowl receiver. But he's the only guy outside of CeeDee Lamb that I really trust to get separation. Gallup, I trust on contested catches if we want to do that. But to get separation down in and down out, I feel like that's what your quarterback needs. That's what the offense needs to be successful in the NFL. Also, run game offensively was terrible. And I feel like we're really seeing the effect of having these changes late in the season, because early in the year to middle of the year, our 5 guys were consistent. It was Tyler, Connor McGovern, Biotish, Zach Martin, Terrence Steele. Now, when Terrence Steele went down, instantly see the impact that he had in the run game, because this guy was playing at a Pro Bowl level to me, pass and run, but the run game was crazy. He's an elite run blocker in the NFL. He was washing guys from the right hash all the way past the left hash in the run game. He was moving people. He was making holes. Now, you've seen our run game was successful a couple weeks ago before we lost him. Tony Pollard was going crazy. Tony Pollard has 1,000 yards rushing. Zeke was actually looking really good, and a lot of that is to Terrence Steele. We were running behind Terrence Steele and Zach Martin 80% of our runs. But now, with Terrence still being out, we see McGovern and Biotish is out, so McGovern is at center, moving Tyler Smith in the left guard. Now, we have the talent because we have 2 Hall of Fame tackles, Jason Peters, Tyron Smith. Tyron Smith coming off an injury, but it's about the continuity. Offensive line is all continuity, chemistry. You can't just plug guys and play. Now, we can get by because, we have the talent. But to be an elite, to be a consistent, successful offensive line, it's about chemistry. That's what it comes down to. We got all the talent in the world. Hopefully they can put, a great week of practice together. Hopefully we can sneak by the Bucs and kind of build on that. But it's not looking good. I mean, 27 carries for 64 yards, 2.4 a carry. That's not going to win you games. And running the ball is needed in the NFL to be a good offense. 3rd down, 4 of 18. Something else that I want to hit on. It seems to me like whenever we come into a game and we have success early, we have success throughout the whole game. I don't know if anybody else feels this way. Let me know in the comments. But when we come into a game and we don't have success early, like schematic success, it seems to be like that the entirety of the game, unless it gets late and we get garbage time, yardage, touchdowns. But I feel like Kellen Moore has showed this over the past couple of years, as well as Mike McCarthy, that offensively, we cannot adjust mid-game, right? It seems like when it's bad, it's bad, but when it's good, it's good. But whenever it's bad, we can't turn that bad into good after a quarter, after a drive, after halftime, even going into the 4th. It seems to just be the same thing. And that's perfect representation of this game. Now, I seen tweets and stuff like, oh, we didn't want to show, our hand going into the playoffs. We didn't want to give Tampa Bay anything. That's bull job, bro. You telling me you can't put 1 quarter or 1 half of good football together, but you got to show all your cards in that? Now, when Kellen Moore gets hot, he gets hot, but when he's cold, he's cold. And that kind of goes into what I'm saying is that, we can't adjust. If a team schematically has our number, they have our number. And I think that's something Kellen Moore has to develop. He's still a young coach in this league. I'm not going to be like, he's terrible, he's trash. No, he's growing. He's a young coach. That's why you don't see a lot of young coaches in the NFL. But I do think this playoff run will be the time to determine if Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy stay with the team. Kellen Moore has head coach offers. He might go that direction. But for us, we need to make that decision to let him go, and Mike McCarthy as well. So this is the tale of tales. Now, I think right now both of them should go. Jerry's going to be Jerry. We'll see what happens. Also in this game, special team hiccups. Our special teams has been actually really, really great all year. Field goal team, punt team, kick return, punt return. But, we had the Brandon Anger. He fumbled it. That happens. It's just unfortunate it was in this game. Maybe fortunate, actually, that was in this game. We're getting these things out the way. The Turpin muff punt. So maybe it was fortunate that we got those things out of the way because they're bound to happen. Defensively, like I said, we were solid. Gave up That's actually the muff there. Gave up less than 4 yards to carry. So that's something that was really good because our run defense has been, suspect this year. Played well in the passing game, played against a rookie quarterback. So that's what I expect. He didn't really, people were kind of gassing him. I seen Washington fans were on social media talking about, we found our quarterback. That was one game. And he had like a 40 QBR. Trayvon in this cornerback 2 position, is this another injury that's like low key, but it's like super important? Cornerback 2, Anthony Brown being out. We haven't had an answer since then. Kelvin Joseph was a no-go. Nashawn Wright has probably played the best out of anybody, but he hasn't been spectacular. He hasn't been good. He's been very adequate. We picked Trayvon Mullen up. He's not the answer either. He's not cornerback 2 material. I seen we signed Xavier Rhodes, so we will see how that goes as we're kind of doing this plug and play, sign and play thing at cornerback. So I'm trying to be hopeful about that. Now, I want to talk about this playoff game coming up. Right after this game was over, I was like, there's no way. We lost. We lost the playoff game simply because of this game. From the mental aspect, team morale, I think we're done. So I thought like that after the game. I thought like that on Monday. Tuesday came around and I was like, you know what? Realistically, this is a winnable game for us. We have been the better team over the course of the year. Now, Tampa had their one little game against Carolina where the offense kind of went crazy. Tampa also beat us early in the year, and even if you want to look to the year before that, they beat us. But this is a winnable game. If we look at over this season, we've been more consistent. We have the talent to beat them, even though they're coming together. Tampa Bay is more. They're getting guys back. I think we can beat them. But then today came around, and this Dallas Cowboys cloud that's over all of our heads. It's just like heartbreak every year. I had the thought pop up into my mind, like, it's going to happen again. There's going to be something. Noah Brown's going to drop a game-winning touchdown pass. Boys, that hiccup, man. So, yeah, this is just raw for me, my thoughts. This is a winnable game. Now, I think Tampa Bay is going to win. I think it's a bad matchup for us because of the fact that we are playing against Tom Brady going there, and we haven't been that good on the road this year. And I think us having a really, really good pass rush, I believe Tom Brady nullifies that more than any quarterback in the league because he knows that, and his game is based upon getting the ball out quick, which nullifies a pass rush. And that's going to tire our guys out. They're having to go, let's go hard. Boom, he gets the ball out. We're going to get frustrated. So how do we get our pass rush involved against Tom Brady? First and second down, we have to be solid. And they've been the worst running football team in the league. So I expect our defense to be, I'm trying to find the biggest word I can. I expect our defense to be phenomenal, lights out, being by the boom against the run. No go. Shut them down on first and second. They don't need to get into these 3rd and 2s, 3rd and 3s. They need to be at 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 plus to give our pass rush time to get there because their receivers will have to get further down the field. But the thing about that is, like, I don't feel like our coverage is enough to hold up. We got Trayvon Diggs. Now, he's probably going to go at Mike Evans. And Trayvon, you need to just stick him because they know that you're aggressive. Trayvon Diggs just has to use his ability to mirror the receivers. Now, I probably do need him to go make a big play, but I would rather him down in, down out, mirror Mike Evans. Cornerback 2, hopefully we can get some production. Deron Bland, I think he will be okay in the slot against Godwin. I don't think he's going to be this guy to go shut Godwin down, but I think he's going to have his plays. Godwin is going to have his plays, and it's just going to go like that. Offensively, and also on the defense, I'm going to give one player that needs to perform really, really well for us to win. You might think it's Micah, but it's not. I know what Micah's going to bring. I know they're going to game plan for Micah not to beat us. But I need Osa Odigizua to have a game because he plays inside. He plays the 1 tech / 2 tech for us. I need him to push the pocket, get interior pressure, because I think he's our best interior pass rusher, unless we move DeMarcus Lawrence inside. But right here, 97, Odigizua. I need him to be on Tom Brady and passing downs. I need him to push that pocket. I need him to use his quickness against interior offensive linemen. Get in Tom's face. Make Tom throw the ball outside of the numbers. Move Tom off of his spot. That's what I need. Offensively, we need to be able to run the ball. It's that simple. I don't want Dak to have to throw the ball 40 times for us to win. We need to be able to run the ball. We need to find something in the run game. And I feel like Tampa knows how to play against us like they did earlier. Load the box. They're going to guard stop routes because that's what Kellen Moore runs a lot of. He runs a lot of vertical passing concepts with mainly stop routes, seam routes, things of that nature. So they're going to load the box. And I know they are, but we need to still run it because we don't have guys on the outside that can separate really outside of CeeDee Lamb. Gallup's going to have to make contested catches. Schultz is going against really good linebackers. So Tony Pollard and Zeke need to run hard, run physical. Our offensive line, even though they don't have that continuity yet, I still believe we need to run the ball. They need to be more physical than Tampa Bay from the first quarter to the end of the fourth quarter. Not in the first half, not just in the second half, not just in one quarter, not just one drive. The whole game, they need to be more physical to defeat that loaded box. Bring tight ends in. Kellen Moore, send Hendershot, send Ferguson. Bring Noah Brown in motion to block. Like, let's be the more physical team. That's how we need to win this game. And then pass off of the run so that we're not solely dependent on, oh, damn, I just need Noah Brown or Michael Gallup to win straight up. Get that play action game going. Get this whole defense thinking run pass, run pass, run pass. What is it? Make them be honest. So I think that's the keys to the game. We got to run the ball. Looking for Zeke and Tony Pollard to have a really, really big day. I think we can win. I'm not too high about it, but I believe for sure it is a winnable game. Interested to see what happens. You guys are going to get my reaction. I might go on live, but I'll definitely do a breakdown film session on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Other than that, though, man, I'm ready. I'm ready for playoff football. It sucks that they put us on Monday night. I feel like they did us wrong doing that. But other than that, that's it. I'm glad I was able to record this video. Let me know what content you guys want to see. Draft season coming up, so I'm having that ready. I've been looking at a couple of guys. Tyree Wilson, I've been doing some stuff on. Cornerback Devin Witherspoon. Yeah, so a couple of guys I'm watching. But other than that, I'm out of here. Peace.